Okay, guys, I'm back. Good morning, everyone. I think I got a poor connection in the bedroom, so I'm going to move to the kitchen. Hey, Queen, is it better? Okay, let me get set up here in the kitchen. Let me go turn down the TV in the bedroom. Hey, Alex, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, sorry. Can you hear me good? Let me mute my YouTube on my Chromebook. Find the chat. Oh, my thing's not covering my screen completely, but that's okay. It keeps muting for some reason. Okay, it sounds way better. Okay. Let me get situated. Let me go grab my coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, guys. For some reason, my picture's not covering my screen right. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. How's everyone doing? Let's see who's all in here. The Queen. I seen Alex, Haley, Jean, Leave It to Beaver, Angel, Zoe Memories. Hey, how's everybody doing? So we got some updates this morning. I'm just sounds good. They say, hey, Light Feather. Hey, Lisa. Never lose hope. We got a little Evelyn Boswell update. Let me get it pulled up on my Chromebook. So yesterday, my live streams, both of them, y'all know, got took down for inappropriate content on both videos. And the second one, when I came back, let me fix this mic. When I came back, the title was, I'm back. I don't understand that. Somebody reported it. I could have appealed it and all that, but, it's just not even worth it. Then I got to thinking. Also, it said inappropriate content in the email, but I had on that Kid Rock t-shirt. And I'm just wondering if that had something to do with it. But hey, I bought that t-shirt at a concert last fall. So let me pull up my Evelyn stuff here. I got Evelyn's picture on the screen. Yeah. So Evelyn's grandmother She was arrested for burglary charges, and those charges have been dropped and new charges filed. We're going to read what it says. KDF, what's wrong with the Kid Rock t-shirt? I don't know, but I was thinking, Angels, I was thinking the same thing about that t-shirt yesterday. You should have said something to me, girl. Yeah, I got to thinking after that last live stream and stuff, because on my members stream, I had a notice where I played a TikTok video. It was only like a few seconds of a Kid Rock song, Only God Knows Why. And they got on to me for that. So it could be. Maybe it's like music. Somebody messing with you, CC. Yeah. Well, they're not going to get much of a response out of me. If that happens again, excuse me, I'll appeal it. I will be damned. Lost her again. Y'all lost my stream? It says I'm still live. Can y'all not hear me? Something's wrong with YouTube. KDF, are you here? Can y'all still hear me? Okay, I saw Queen's message. She's going to be pissed. She knows me well. Yeah. Well, something was wrong with YouTube yesterday. There was a glitch in YouTube. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with it unless it's Timothy's got his stuff on, but it's paused over there. Wi-Fi. You know what? In my Wi-Fi, I got it full strength. I'm sitting right beside it, the little tower thing beside the TV. Scott Rash was saying the same thing yesterday. Yeah. I was getting ready to tell you about Evelyn Boswell, but let me get on YouTube and see what's going on with my stream. I see you messaged me, Lisa, but I can't open it because I'm using my phone to stream. Let me get on my channel. Okay, let me see something. It looks like it's playing fine right now to me. I think I can use my Chromebook to edit the title of my video while I'm live. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that, make sure y'all can hear me. We're not worried about those haters. They can kiss their butt. I think there's some kind of glitch in YouTube, to be honest. Okay, so let's get to Angela Boswell. So the aggravated burglary charges against Angela Boswell were dropped after a Thursday morning court hearing, according to a report from WJHL. Angela Boswell is the mother of deceased toddler, grandmother of deceased toddler Evelyn Boswell, who was at the center of the Amber Alert in March. Angela Boswell's charges are unrelated to an alleged break-in on West Valley Drive and are unrelated to the death of Evelyn Boswell. After testimony from the burglary's lead investigator, Judge Mark Tuhey, I think that's how you say it, found probable cause to charge Angela with theft under $10,000, introduction of contraband into a penal facility, possession of counterfeit money, and criminal simulation. Does anybody know what criminal simulation means? Angela was bound over to Sullivan County Grand Jury and was given a bond of $50,000, which is separate from her bond in Bristol related to a stolen vehicle, which was sought by investigators in the Evelyn Boswell case. And it is my belief that Megan Boswell and Hunter Wood give Angela that car to shut her up. She knew Evelyn was gone. Now, Angela's excuse is that Megan told her that Evelyn was taken by CPS and put into foster care. And she didn't want to ask her daughter any questions. She's a hell of a grandmother, ain't she? She don't want to know who's taking care of her granddaughter. She's a real winner. Counterfeit money. Contraband. She must have been caught hiding drugs when they arrested her. Let me see what else it says. That's it. And I really believe their person of interest in this case is Megan Boswell. Of course, I just see another article where attorneys are reviewing 25 hours of interviews in the case of Evelyn Boswell. I just love it when you click on an article and as soon as you get to it, go read it, a big ad goes across it. Isn't that awesome? So annoying. More than 25 hours of recorded interviews must be reviewed before the case against baby Evelyn Boswell's mother can go to the grand jury. Okay, that's what a Sullivan County. Okay, we know that the prosecutor said that because I remember now. We watched a little bit of her hearing, her virtual court hearing. You know, she got up from that hearing, and when that hearing was over, as she was getting out of her chair, if you pay close attention, she rolls her eyes and has a smirk on her face. She thinks this is funny. I don't think she realizes that she's never probably going to get out of jail, that she's going to prison. I don't think she realizes that. I do too. She's planning on pleading not guilty, but if she's looking at life, they will tell them to go to trial. I'm going to see if I can fix that real quick. I need something to tape over that. I can't stand that it's showing like me in the background. My picture's not right. I don't want to mess with it right now, but I'm going to go get me a piece of tape because that's annoying. Let me just get me a little piece of. There. Make sure I didn't mute. Okay. That was annoying the crap out of me, guys, because you could see my picture's not fitting the full screen. Yeah. So here's what I think went down. And I've said this a million times back to Megan Boswell. I think Megan started going up to where Angela was staying at. Angela was staying at her dad's house, right? Let me make sure my headset's still connected. She got to asking, where's Evelyn at? They's all hanging out doing drugs together. They do meth. They got drug problems, of course. And she's like, where's Evelyn? And Megan probably lied to her. But I don't think Angela believed it. She probably kept questioning her. And Megan probably got Hunter to give her that car to shut her up. Hush money. She could have believed her daughter's story, but I don't think so. They're just shitty people. Southern Mom. It's assuming an appearance that's not true. Basis terms, criminal simulation. Thank you, Queen C. It's assuming a appearance that's not true in basic terms. Criminal simulation. Okay. What kind of grandmother? Okay, if I told my mom, hey, I lost custody of my son. He's in foster care. She would be trying to figure out who had him. What was going on? She said, oh, I just didn't want to press her and embarrass her. I was trying to rebuild my relationship with her. Are you serious, you piece of shit? Hey, Red Rhyme. So it's a fraud. Hey, Tina. Okay, Queen, thank you, but thank you. So it means she's a fraud. I thought that's what that meant. It's a class 6 felony. Wow. Hey, Tina, I hope you're doing good. Tina, every time I see your name, I think about Tina from Bob's Burgers. I love that show. She don't care at all. She just cares about herself. After her father bought her out of jail, she went and broke in his home, stole guns, TVs, and everything. And that's the charges that's being dropped against her from breaking in her daddy's home. Now, I think it was Never Lose Hope said that she has seen them drop lesser charges like that when they're getting ready to indict them for something big. We may be shocked. They may indict Megan, Angela, Hunter, everybody. Isn't it funny? They took that car, according to Angela's dad. He witnessed it. They took that BMW, Hunter Wood and Megan, brought it to, what's his name? David Jones, Angela's dad, to his home, gave it to Angela. And then as soon as Evelyn was reported missing, Hunter's mom files a stolen car report. And Hunter is the one that brought it right up to Angela's house, or Angela's dad's house, along with Megan. Angela's dad goes on to say how when they first brought it up there, they had to raise the hood. There was some kind of little problem with the battery. But you know, David Jones, he defended Angela, of course. That's his daughter. Of course, he don't want to believe that she was involved with this. He keeps going to bat for her, poor guy. I know. You would think as old as she is and as many years As she has been in trouble and living this lifestyle, he would be tired of fooling with her and bailing her out of trouble. He couldn't bail her out this time. All the guilt parenting he's doing, he must have been an awful dad growing up. Probably. Think he's a Vietnam vet. He had one of those hats on. And here's the squirrels just right up on my porch. She went missing in December. I know. She wasn't even reported missing until February, Jane. It's awful. Pieces of crap. Let me get my notepad here. There needs to be justice for Evelyn. I did see, I think Leave It to Beaver sent me a picture. Evelyn did get a tombstone. Wasn't it shaped like a heart, Beaver? It got her picture in the middle of it, you know. Bless her heart. Where is my notes I took this morning? My goodness, I'm so unorganized. But here they are. Man, I'm telling you, there are a lot of abused kids going on in the world. We got an update about little Keaton Boggs. Do I not have his picture up there? Oh, I meant to put it. Crap. The other little boy's picture that's on the screen is the little Michael Featherman we're going to talk about. But little Keaton Boggs, he was tortured and beat by 3 of his relatives. Let me find the update. And this is in West Virginia. And this is so sad. Authorities were notified that this child was being abused weeks before he was murdered. Let me see if I can fix it to get his picture because I want y'all to see him. Okay, I hope I didn't mess nothing up. Okay. I was trying to fix that picture. I think his picture is up on the screen, but I can't see it for the chat. I think the chat's over it on the screen. Okay, I couldn't see it. But yeah, authorities were notified about this kid. And in the picture that I have up, the chat's over it, damn it. Well, at least it is on my phone. He has visible bruising on his face. Damn, I was muted. Muted and didn't know it. Let me make sure I'm not muted again. Can y'all still hear me? Okay. Yeah, so authorities were notified. Okay, good. I'm not used to this Streamlabs. I gotta quit going over my StreamYard's limit, y'all. I gotta do an hour in the morning and that's it. So authorities were reportedly alerted to a West Virginia boy weeks before his aunt, uncle, and grandmother murdered him. Keaton Boggs' grandmother, Michelle Boggs, 48, along with her daughter and son-in-law, Chastity and Peter Wadzinski, 29, and age 32, are charged with his murder. Two people close to the family told the Sun that calls were made to the Department of Health and Human Services and its Bureau for Children and Families about the 5-year-old weeks before he died. Keaton died on March 20th after doctors determined that his brain injuries were irreversible. The slain boy reportedly sustained bleeding on his brain and to his eyes, bruising all over his body, and ear trauma. Authorities also alleged he had a laceration to his penile shaft and injuries to his testicles and inner thigh. Sick sons of bitches. Prosecutors claim that Chastity Wodzinski and Michelle Boggs provided multiple explanations about the boy's injuries, varying from him falling down the stairs to self-harm. The pair allegedly also stated he was fine before he went to sleep and that he didn't wake up. Michelle Boggs reportedly got custody of her grandson after the boy's father, which is her son, died in June. Reports indicated that Keaton Boggs' mother lost custody of him due to drug addiction. God love his heart. Bless his soul. The Sun reported that at least 3 people close to the family placed 4 calls to DHHS or the Bureau for Children and Families this year. According to the news outlet, someone who spoke with DHHS about suspected abuse told the agency that Keaton Boggs claimed the bruises that covered his body were self-inflicted. The caseworker reportedly asked the caller a series of questions about where the bruises were located, why Keaton Boggs had the bruises, and who was in charge of his household. The caller told the Sun that they believe Michelle Boggs managed the household, though they always saw the boy with his uncle and aunt. Speaking with the news outlet, a friend of another caller said the agency employee they spoke with appeared to downplay the urgent matter and was only concerned if he was going to get shot in the head that night. The third caller reportedly never followed up, and they were assured that a relative was looking into the matter. Officials are believed to have never followed up with any reports about Keaton Boggs' well-being. All 3 murder suspects remain jailed without bond. It is not immediately known when they are due back in court. Can y'all believe this? It's all right, Light Feather. Can you believe these? Ever who took these phone calls needs to lose their job, and they also should face charges. This child's life could have been saved. It could have, if they would have just visited that home and looked at that boy, interviewed him by himself, had a doctor look at him. He could have been saved, just like AJ Friend. This is, I have no words for this. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's outrageous. I cannot believe. I mean, and why were they worried about him being shot in the head? The caseworker. Let me go back up to this. Speaking with the news outlet, a friend of another caller said the agency employee they spoke with appeared to downplay the urgent matter and was only concerned if he was going to get shot in the head that night. Amen, Tina. I agree. The caseworker should go to jail. His life could have been saved, just like AJ Friend. Where at in West Virginia is this, Lisa? Lisa, I see that you've text messaged me. I don't know if you heard me before, but I can't open them up because I'm using my phone. The stream, it'll mess it up. I wonder where, I know they said his mother lost custody of him due to drug addiction, and his father died back, I think last summer. But I'm just wondering where she's at now. These people were sick. He had injuries to his private area. They tortured this boy. Yeah, look at his face. It is all bruised up. This and that picture was taken just days before he was murdered. He died. I mean, the final day that they beat and tortured him, he didn't die right away. I mean, he was on life support, and they had to unplug him because he's brain dead. Samara, good to see you. I'm good, girl. We're just sitting here having some coffee, talking some true crime. I mean, I just can't believe, like in my area, if you pick up the phone and you report someone for child abuse, a worker shows up at your door. They don't call you. They show up at your door. And if your kids are in school, they will visit your kids first and talk to them privately. It's happening in West Virginia tomorrow. It just breaks my heart thinking about the torture and the abuse that he went through and the fear and the sadness, and he must have felt hopelessness. Him being a little child couldn't make it stop. It just breaks my heart. That's what I think of when I think about these cases and read about them. All the things that goes through my mind, and sometimes it makes my heart beat out of my chest, and I feel like I can't breathe. It's almost like I can sometimes just almost feel probably what they went through. It's so weird. And I think it's because I am a survivor of child abuse. I think I'm an empath or something because I get real emotional and stuff sometimes. Okay, so we're going to talk about LeMonster Stauch this morning a little bit. Um, then there's another child abuse case we're going to talk about, and I got his picture up at the top. And he's the little boy laying in the hospital bed. His name is Michael Fetterman. We'll talk about him in a minute. We're going to talk about this ugly, ugly, ugly person, LeMonster Stauch. And that is what I'm going to call her. I will not pronounce that lady's name. I believe we are empaths like feather. I hear a lot of people saying that. Some of the people that say it, I'm like, yeah, right, you're not an empath. But I have seen people that's real emotional, and you can tell they're empaths. But so, okay. The LeMonster, who is accused of killing Gannon Stauch, says that she's never had a chance to process what's happening or what happened before she was arrested and taken to jail on murder charges. Aw, bless your heart. Stupid ass. Crime Online spoke exclusively to LeMonster Stauch on May 13th through a jailhouse phone call. She is currently behind bars without bail at the El Paso County Jail in Colorado Springs, Colorado. She is charged with felony murder and related charges in connection with the death of Gannon Stauch, 11-year-old Gannon Stauch. Authorities found Gannon's body in Florida 3 months after he disappeared from his home. Okay, LeMonster was the last known person to see Gannon alive, but she claimed that he left on foot to see a friend and never returned. Investigators, however, said LeMonster killed Gannon and went to great measures to cover up his death. According to a 32-page affidavit, LeMonster waited until she was alone with Gannon on the afternoon of January 27th, then killed him at their home. She's accused of murdering Gannon inside his bedroom, hiding his body in the trunk of her car, then transporting him to an unknown location in Douglas County, Colorado. Authorities said she later drove back to Douglas, retrieved Gannon's body, drove to Pace, Florida, and dumped him under a bridge. Although LeMonster says she's unable to talk about the details of the case, she said she was innocent of the charges against her. She added that a witness officially went on record with her defense team, but she couldn't elaborate further due to the ongoing investigation. Yeah, right, lady. Yeah, right. You might have some kind of witness that they're probably not liable. We all know what you did. LeMonster also revealed that she's had a chance to think more clearly while behind bars. She said she's had time to process how her life has been turned upside down, because she's a victim, y'all. She's a victim. God, evil bitch. Has been turned upside down throughout most of the year, indicating that she may be experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder. Let me tell you something, evil witch. She don't know the first thing about post-traumatic stress syndrome. I have PTSD. I witnessed a horrible, horrible event. I have real PTSD. I have been diagnosed. I hate when people say they got PTSD and they don't. What she got PTSD from? Murdering him? That's the only thing I could think of. I don't know if murderers get PTSD from killing their victim. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Let's take her a bob out of jail, shove it right up her ass. Okay. Let me see what else she's saying now. PTSD bullshit. I'm not trying to knock anyone that's been in war or anything like that, but people handle situations differently, LeMonster said. You have plenty of time to sit in here, actually breathe, be able to process it, because I hadn't even went through the emotions of all of it yet, and the emotions of, being this bad person and all that. Isn't she like a little smug smartass? You are a bad person, you bitch. You are a bad person, and you are trying to knock people that have been in actual combat and got PTSD, and people that actually witnessed traumatic events that really destroyed their lives. People that wish they could go back in time and change what they seen, but they can't, so they live with PTSD every day of mania. You stupid ass. I gotta watch what I'm saying, my son's asleep. AC mint shoes. CC's voice gets low like that. You best watch yourself. Yeah. I don't mean to be too loud. I got my mic on. So I might have to turn it up a little bit. Try not to be too loud. I can't be on. Let's see, what time is it? 11:20. Can't be on here too much longer. I gotta get some stuff done. Let's see what else she's saying. Okay. Stauch is currently being housed at a ward section of the jail where inmates receiving mental health services are housed. Okay, according to the El Paso County Sheriff's Office, healthcare staff at the El Paso County Jail provide emergency, preventive, and chronic care for all inmates, regardless of legal custody status. This includes access to a licensed psychologist, psychiatrist, and mental health clinicians or something. Look, there ain't no help for her. The woman is evil. She's accused of murdering her husband's child. And she's got the nerve to give an interview and say, and the emotions and all, of me being this bad person and all that. She's trying to be the victim. She really thinks people's going to believe that she didn't murder Gannon. They got evidence that supports that she did. I know, innocent until proven guilty. I'm basing my opinion off the evidence I have read about. Because I do have this, her arrest affidavit thing downloaded. I'm not going to read it all, but I have read a little bit of it, and it looks like to me she is guilty. Okay. Okay, so here's something about leaked photos. LeMonster said other inmates in the ward have been taking things from her and selling it on YouTube. She's so delusional. Good, I hope they rob her blind. Said other inmates in the ward have been taking things from her and selling it on YouTube. A photo circulating on social media, which appeared to be a tipped-over candle with a brown substance spilled on carpet, was allegedly taken in the Stauch's Lorson Ranch home. LeMonster said the photo was not one of the items taken from her. It is unclear where the photo originated from, but LeMonster, who offered to take a look at the photo, said she knew nothing about it. I don't know anything about that, is what she's quoted as saying. Family members speak out. Meanwhile, Crime Online spoke through text messages with Gannon's maternal aunt, Veronica Turbeville Strickland Berksenstock, that's what a long name, who has been a constant source of strength and support for Gannon's mother. She said the family will not be taking statements after the trial has concluded. So they don't want to talk about it after the trial's concluded, and I don't blame them. I totally understand that. I hope people respect that. One of Stauch's, LeMonster's aunts told Crime Online that LeMonster was once a teacher. She said she couldn't fathom her niece harming a child. Her next hearing is scheduled for June, but she indicated that it could be delayed. And that's it. No, it's Letitia Stauch, ma'am. But we're not going to say Letitia. We're going to say LeMonster. Have you not been watching my streams, ma'am? I've always called her that. Okay, like better, I get it. Can y'all believe that she has got the nerve to act like that she is a victim after what she did to Gannon and his parents? She must have had some real hatred in her heart for Gannon and his mother. That's what I think. She's evil. And when was this bitch a teacher? Can somebody tell me if she's really a teacher? Because some of y'all have followed this case more closely than I have, you know. Oh, and I have Suzanne Morphew's picture up on the screen. And allegedly, you know, she was missing from Colorado. Allegedly, she went for a bike ride and never did come back. Well, they found her bicycle. Her family says that they found her bicycle. Now, her husband, I think his name is Barry Morphew. He put up a $100,000 reward for, you know, uh, information leading to his wife. Well, her a family friend matched the reward, so now there's a $200,000 reward. Okay, and a family member, I'm just going to read it. A family member of a missing Colorado woman told a reporter on Thursday that her bike had been found, but police have not yet released any details about what has been recovered in the search for Susan Morphew. So she's 49 years old. Like I said, she didn't return from a bike ride. She is married and has two daughters. And it says her husband was out of town this past weekend. So it's possible he don't have no involvement. This could be a stranger abduction. Happens all the time. So I guess Sunday is when the missing persons report was filed. And it says they launched an immediate search for Suzanne. The department's not ruled out foul play. They used dogs. They done roadblocks. I think the FBI is involved in the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. Joined the search. I bet this is a stranger abduction. Because, you know, if she'd had an accident, they would have found her body near where her bike was at. Jane, okay, she's talking about LeMonster. She broke her contract and lost her license for 18 months or something in Colorado and couldn't do a background check until they offered employment. Oh, okay. Jane's a teacher in South Carolina. Um, LeMonster likes to act like she's somebody, you know? She's one of them people that, I don't know, wants to put on a front to people. She acts like she's a good person, hard worker, good mother. And it's all bullshit. She's a big shit. You can look at that woman. You can listen to the way she talks, statements she gives. She's got evil in her. She's evil. I gotta get some coffee. She'll be found guilty. She'll get life in prison. She could get the death penalty, but it's been, I think Colorado's about to do away with the death penalty. She's a narcissist, yeah. She lied about her qualifications. I don't see Tremaine in the chat, Mel, but he communicates with Chrissy. I've been worried about her too. Get some coffee. Okay. There's one more case. I got the picture of the little boy up there. His mom and her boyfriend abused him. The boyfriend actually sexually abused him. His name is Michael Fetterman. And in the picture I got up on the screen, you could see two people holding this child's hand as he's in the hospital bed. And that's the two people that's responsible for him being in that hospital bed and for his death. And they have been charged. The mother was charged with murder. The boyfriend has been charged with murder and sexual assault because he sexually assaulted this 3-year-old little boy. Let me find my article. Bless his little heart. It's so hard for me to discuss these cases. Right here. Let me get my phone set back up. Mute it again. You barely touch this thing and it mutes. Chrissy's not sick because I recalled her saying there was COVID-19 her syndrome. Yeah, she did say that. Kat, did they tell you what was wrong in you? Trying to figure out what cat's talking about here. It keeps muting. It keeps muting. I don't know why. But anyhow, I was trying to figure out what cat was talking about up there, and I couldn't figure out what she was asking me. Sorry about that, cat. Okay. So, a Pennsylvania mother whose 3-year-old son died from suspected abuse after nearly a month in the hospital has been charged with involuntary manslaughter, reckless endangerment, aggravated assault, and other charges related to the boy's death. Involuntary manslaughter? I thought it said murder. She should be charged with murder. Michael Fetterman was taken to UPMC Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh on March 26th with life-threatening injuries, including a skull fracture with a brain bleed and swelling, numerous bruises, and mouth injuries. He died on April 24th. After the child's death, investigators said there was also evidence he had been sexually abused. The mother's boyfriend, Keith Lilly Jr., was charged with homicide and sexual assault last week. He had already been charged with aggravated assault, endangering the welfare of children, and recklessly endangering another person. Michael's mother, 23-year-old Teresa Featherman, had not previously been charged in the case. She was arraigned on Wednesday and is being held in the Westmoreland County Prison ahead of the hearing on May 28th. Lilly's next hearing is in July. Police were called to the home of Teresa and Keith Lilly, to the home that they shared in New Kensington, about 25 miles northeast of Pittsburgh, at about 1 a.m. on March 26th to investigate an unresponsive child, according to the criminal complaint. Keith Lilly told police the boy fell off the porch and began to cry. So he gave him some Tylenol. A short time later, he said he knows the child wasn't breathing. Keith Lilly said the boy frequently fell off the couch and got hurt. Medical staff at the hospital, however, said the boy had life-threatening injuries that were consistent with child abuse and not falling off a couch. Teresa Featherman told police that Keith Lilly and the boy were watching television on the night of March 25th and that the child seemed fine when she went to bed around 10 p.m. She said that later in the night she was awakened by the child screaming, but Keith Lilly told her not to worry, and she went back to sleep. Not long after, Keith Lilly woke her up and told her the boy wasn't breathing and to call 911. Oh, I remember talking about this case. According to the arrest report, a child advocacy consult doctor said the boy had been the victim of physical abuse several times and that his injuries would have caused significant pain. The doctor said the child could easily have died from the injuries. I remember this. I don't know if we talked about it in the live stream. I don't know if I did a video or if it was on my Patreon or whatever. But I remember reading the article, and that was when just the boyfriend was charged. They hadn't charged her. And I kept thinking to myself, I mean, you hear your kid screaming and you don't get up out of bed to see what's going on? Sick. We only have one life. Hey, how are you? Well, when we see Tremaine, we can get him to message her. He'll probably watch this stream later. True Queen. She could just not want to come chat, y'all. Lisa, hey girl, spoke about it during the live stream. I knew we talked about it somewhere, or I did. Bless his little heart. And sexually assaulted him. 3 years old. And his name is spelled, his name, I think I'm pronouncing it right, Mikel. That's Michael, right? My oldest brother's name's Michael, but he just spells it the regular way, like most people do. But hopefully she's not doing tremendous things. She doesn't want to. No, I don't think she would, Jane. Or Queen. I got you mixed up. She's been sick. She's got a lot of health problems and stuff. And, sometimes people just take spells to where, they don't want to come chat, which is fine. But she could be sick. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they're the two in the picture holding this kid's hand. They put him there. They put him in that hospital bed. They took his life. And that son of a bitch is sitting inside his bed. Sexually assaulted this. I can't even hardly. Oh my God, it gets my blood freaking boiling. I can't say too much this morning. My son's sleeping nearby. I gotta get his stuff ready. He's going to his dad's for the weekend. And we'll be doing a member stream. We may do a couple member streams this weekend. And for sure we'll be doing one Sunday morning. Well, guys, I just hear somebody open my door, so my mom must be here. So I'm going to get off here. I can't see out the door. I got something over it. So I'm going to get off here and get his stuff ready, answer the door before she gets Lady barking. I didn't even hear her pull up. But thanks for chatting, and I may see y'all later on today. We may do this little chat outside later on, and I may take y'all to see Annabelle. Anyways, I love y'all, and I will see y'all in a little bit probably. Sorry, I got